Welcome to Statics classes by Civil Thinking, and today we are going to see another topic in statics. Now before I continue, I request you to please watch the video lectures step by step in sequence as in the playlist. I will provide the playlist link in the description and also you can click here. Now coming to the topic, today's topic is movement of forces and couples. Okay, now first of all let us see what is movement. Now, movement is the tendency of a force to rotate the body about a particular point. Okay. Now, if I say, for example, if we have a body here and a force acting here, let us say this is F force, this is acting on this point. Okay. Now, what is the tendency? How much is the tendency of this force to rotate it about any point? For example, if I choose this point, the center of the circle. Okay, now how much is the tendency of this force to rotate this circular body about this point? Okay, will it rotate or will it not rotate? Okay, how much it will rotate? What is the tendency of this F force to rotate it about this point? That is the moment. Okay, moment is the tendency of force to rotate. Okay, it is the tendency of a force to rotate. Now let us go into the moment due to force. Now moment due to force, if I consider this same body here, okay, now let me say we want to find the moment at this point, center point. Okay, and the center point is at a distance of x from this. Okay, this is x distance far from this point. Now moment is force multiplied by perpendicular distance. Okay, perpendicular or normal distance. Now from what? Perpendicular distance from what? Perpendicular distance from line of action. Okay, from line of action. I will explain this in a moment. See, every force have a line of action. Okay, if I draw a circle here, for example, this is a circular body. Okay, and a force acting here, and a force is acting here at this point. Okay, now of course it is acting along this line of action, right? This is the line of action of this force, right? Now if you don't know about line of action, I'm telling you it is the line along which the force is acting. Okay, this force, this F force is acting along this line. This is the line of action. Okay, you can also watch my video lecture on line of action if you need. By the way, you don't need that. Now we are trying to find the moment about this point P, right? It is at a distance of x, x perpendicular distance. Okay, x from line of action. This is the line of action and it is normally at a distance x. Okay, this is perpendicular here, normal to the line of action, the distance is x. Okay, we cannot calculate the distance like this, for example this. No, why? Because this is line of action and it is not normal here, right? This angle is not 90-degree, right? This angle is 90-degree, so we always choose the normal distance, 90-degree distance for the moment. Okay, so moment about this point P, M for moment about point P, I will write P in the subscript, means moment about point P due to this force is F multiplied by normal distance of line of from the line of action. Okay, it is x, so F multiplied by x. Okay, you can also see movement due to multiple forces. For example, if I draw a cantilever here, okay, this is a cantilever. Now let us say a force of F1 is acting at this point. It is at a distance of suppose x from this. Okay, and another point is here, the force F2 is acting at this point, it is at a distance of suppose y from this point. Okay, now this is the point P. Now if I want to find the moment about this point P, so I will write moment about point P is force. Now the line of action of this force is this, right? Now x is the normal to line of action, right? So it is F1 multiplied by x. Okay, now this F1 is trying to rotate it in the clockwise direction, right? Now if you let this F1 force to rotate it here, how it is going to move? It will bend like this, right? Let us say here is a pin. Okay, it will rotate like this, right? Because you are applying F1 force here and it will go downwards, means it is going like this, right? It is clockwise. Okay, I can assume the direction for clockwise, okay, to be positive, and for anti-clockwise movements to be negative. Okay, anyways, now this F2 force is exerting F2 multiplied by y moment at P point, right? So but this is also clockwise, right? Because F2 will bend it like in the clockwise sense. So it is same as this moment, F1 x plus F2 y, right? Now let me suppose this F2 force, it was acting upwards like this. It was acting like this, upwards. Okay, now you can see the F2 force is trying to rotate it like what? It is trying to rotate it like this, right? Like this. It is in the anti-clockwise sense, right? So because I have choose the clockwise movements to be positive, this is F1x, here is a positive sign, we don't write the positive sign, right? Now because F2 y, it is a movement at P, but it is anti-clockwise, so I will write a negative sign here. Okay, now I can say F2y, these movements are opposite to each other, right? F1x is in clockwise and F2y is in anti-clockwise. So this is the net moment at P. Okay, similarly you can find moments, because in the next class we are going to solve problems on finding moment of forces and couples. You will understand a lot more problems. Now moving on in the class, now we have another concept, movement due to couples. Okay, now first of all, what is a couple? Now a couple is a pair of forces that are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and separated by some normal distance such that the net force is zero. Now I will explain it right like this. Let us say I have a cantilever here. Okay, this is a cantilever and we have forces acting, equal forces. Okay, at this point we have a force like this. Let us say this is F1 force, let us say this is F force, and we have another force acting at this point. Okay, this is, but this is also F. Okay, the magnitude of this force is F and the magnitude of this force vector is also F. Okay, but you can see this F force is in upward direction, right, in the up direction, but this is in the downward direction, means they are, the directions of these equal forces are opposite, right? It is up and this is down, means they are opposite in direction, and they are separated by some distance. Let us say the distance between them, it is x. Okay, x. Now this is a couple. Okay, why it is a couple? Couple is basically pair of forces, two forces. Okay, two forces when they are equal but opposite in direction and separated by a small distance. Okay, that is a couple, right? Now let us find the moment due to couple, which is also known as couple moment. Now if I take the same example here, okay, now moment due to couple, let us say we want to find the moment here at this point. This is the center point, right? Now from here to here it is x divided by 2, right? This is x by 2 because it's at the center point, and from here up to here it is x divided by 2, right? Now what Now we want to find the moment at this point, okay, the center point. Now what is the moment at this point? Now it is, now F multiplied by, now this is the line of action, right, of this force. F multiplied by x by 2 is the moment due to this F force, right? So we write, now it is in the clockwise direction, right? It will try to rotate it like this. So it is clockwise, so I'm choosing to be positive. You can also choose it to be negative, but then you have to choose anti-clockwise moments to be positive. Anyways, the moment here is F multiplied by x by 2, right? Now we have another force here, okay? It is at a distance of x by 2 from this point, right? And it is again exerting what? Clockwise. So I will use plus sign here, F multiplied by x by 2, right? Now f x by 2 plus f x by 2, they are the same terms, so it is 2 times f x by 2, right? Now this 2 and 2 will cancel out, so we get f multiplied by x. So moment due to couple is f into x, right? Means force, any of the force f multiplied by the distance between them, okay? This is the moment due to a couple. All right, now in the next class I will be solving some problems on couple moment and force moments. Please watch that video lecture. I hope you understand. If you still do not understand anything, if you have a doubt, you can comment your doubt. I will definitely help you. So see you in the next class. Thank you.